You are welcome to this channel. If you are new on this channel, and if you are a subscriber to this channel, you are welcome. On today's lesson on English language, we are going to consider the parts of speech. It is very important to understand that the parts of speech actually is the very foundation of grammar. That means that the success of a person or the failure of a person, as far as grammar is concerned, begins from the parts of speech. Now, what do we understand by the parts of speech? The parts of speech refers to those various grammatical roles which words play in a sentence. For instance, in the sentence, John is my friend, the word John plays the role of a noun. The word is plays the role of a verb. The word friend also plays the role of a noun. So that means that the word John is a noun because it plays the role of a noun. The word is a verb because it plays the role of a verb. The word friend is a noun. Also, the kind of noun we call the common noun is a noun because it plays the role of a noun. Now, let us consider the various parts of speech that we have in the English language. They are the noun, the pronoun, the verb, the adverb, the adjective, the preposition, the conjunction, the interjection. These are the parts of speech that we have in the English language. What do we understand by a noun? A noun is a word which functions as a name. It is possible you heard me say the word, you heard me use the word defining a noun as a word. That is very important. It is very important to identify the fact that every part of speech belongs to the level of grammar we call the word level. There are other levels in grammar, which are the sound level or the alphabet level, the word level, the phrase level, the clause level, the sentence level, and of course, the text level. So it is very important while defining any part of speech to actually indicate it as a word. All right, so that simply means that a noun is that word which functions, which plays the role of a name. It identifies persons, animals, places, or things. The pronoun is another part of speech. It is that word which plays the role of replacing a noun in a sentence. That is why the pronoun is simply defined as a word used, which is used instead of a noun. The verb is that part of speech which indicates the action, the state, or the occurrence which is expressed in a sentence. The adverb is that part of speech which modifies, which adds information to the verb, to the adjective, and to another adverb. What about the adjective? The adjective is simply that part of speech which modifies the noun or the pronoun. Now, it is very important to understand that the word modify simply means to add information. For instance, if I say the man is handsome, the word handsome is an additional piece of information in the sense that it describes the man. It adds information to the now identified as the man in that sentence. The next part of speech we are going to consider is the preposition. The preposition is that word which shows relationship in a sentence. It shows the relationship between nouns and pronouns, and of course, between and among groups of words. The word preposition can be easily interpreted from the fact that it shows position. It shows the position of a noun or a pronoun. Like when you say the book is on the table. So which word shows the position of the book? The word which shows the position of the book is the word on. So that also means that the word on shows the relationship between the book and the table. That is what the book has to do with the table. That is why we easily define the preposition as a word which shows relationship. The next part of speech we are going to consider is the conjunction. The conjunction is the word which joins words or groups of words in a sentence. So, for instance, when you say the man and the woman are members of this class, the word and has joined man and then the woman in that sentence. When you say, I came to your house, but I didn't see you, that word, that is the word but, has joined two simple sentences, which are, I came to your house, and then I didn't see you. So these two sentences have been joined together by the word but, and that makes but a conjunction. The last but not the least part of speech we are going to talk about is the interjection. The interjection is the part of speech which expresses emotion. It expresses emotional outburst. The interjection does not play any grammatical role, so to say. That is why a lot of grammarians tend to believe and tend to prove that the interjection is not actually supposed to be a part of speech because it doesn't play any grammatical role. It only plays what we call the emotive role. I believe you have learned the meaning of the parts of speech and have grasped the various definitions and meanings of each of the 8 parts of speech. In our next class, we are going to take these parts of speech